What is going on, guys? I hope all of you are doing great out there in the world. And today I really am excited to finally unbox this gorgeous Neca American Werewolf in London figure. I've literally had this thing for I feel like a year, maybe even longer. I even just took it out of storage quite recently. And I'm like, I am so sick of this thing being in the box. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. It was my favorite movie for most of my childhood. Like, I think it freaked out my dad. It was like my favorite movie. I'd watch it over and over and over again. There is nothing else like this movie. Oh my God. This is sick. I cannot wait to see this thing. One of the best movies of all time, one of the best monster movies of all time, for sure. Nothing tops it. There still has never been anything close to it. So sad. Which is, I mean, this is testament to some of these classics that you cannot recreate this stuff today. And I absolutely loved this movie so much. And, like literally my favorite YouTuber, his name is Bionic Vampire Ninja, and he has the Kessler wolf as his profile pic. That's what I was like, oh, that's how I knew I was gonna love your channel. I freaking knew it. Godzilla's my favorite. Creature from the Black Lagoon is a close second to me, which is also funny. And then love that movie, love those movies. First one's the best. But the third, maybe JP, I guess Jurassic Park, it has to be, you know, for me, even though there's a lot of other great stuff out there. I love a lot of old horror movies too. That's what I love talking about Bionic Vampire Ninja about. He's literally the only other person I know that watches black and white movies, and all the people on his channel do the same thing, which is super cool, because I've been people think I'm crazy for that. I've loved old movies my whole life. So we have two heads. This is my favorite werewolf design of all time. I understand the Howling gets a lot of love, but there is nothing like this creature. This is a true werewolf to me. Oh my gosh. Those teeth are absolutely insane. Neca did a great job. Wow. I don't know if that's like spots of blood from a previous kill, or, you know, it could be, kinda, I think. Everything looks awesome. My gosh. Love the end of that movie, the scene in the subway. It's so sad he dies in the end, of course. Blue Moon. What an awesome movie. I'm going to watch the movie tonight now. My girlfriend hates seeing that movie. I've played it so many times. Wow, look at the front. This does not open, no. Okay, I understand why it wouldn't. He looks great with it shut like that, snarling. First of all, holy crap, this thing's heavy. This thing's huge. They did a phenomenal job. I can't believe I waited this long to open this guy. Very short tail, yeah, interesting. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is Rick Baker's werewolf, who did a lot of freaking movies. Kind of funny, he did Michael Jackson's makeup in Thriller and lots of Star Wars stuff. Everyone knows who Rick Baker is, obviously. It's not news to anyone here. He's an incredible creature designer and legend. Just like Winston. Oh my gosh, I love... this is great. Fur, they did a great job. Like I have a hard time with some fur. Neca did a phenomenal job. That's interesting. I'm pretty actually blown away by the head. The face looks great. Love the neck piece here. Like this, you wouldn't call it plumage, but I guess just, you know, hair. It looks amazing. So if I want to, I like the snarling head, but I really like the roaring head. Dang, it's a tough decision. A little bit of a different paint on each, just slightly. But obviously you got more red on the teeth here and that open mouth, like you just gutted that deer and, you know, David wakes up. That's so cool. Where I want to see this on the box real fast. I'm so sorry. David and Jack, 2 American college students backpacking through Britain. Large wolf attacks him. David survives with a bite, but Jack is brutally killed. As David heals in the hospital, he's plagued by violent nightmares of his mutilated friend, who warns David that he is becoming a werewolf. When David discovers the horrible truth, he contemplates committing suicide before the next full moon causes him to transform from man to murderous beast. That's so sick. I know why I kept them in the box for this long, man. You know, their window packaging was freaking great. That's awesome. What an amazing creature. That's so awesome. You made me miss. I've never missed that board before. Absolutely incredible. The movie never scared me. You know, what's so funny is when I was a kid, scary movies never scared me. I jump now and again today, like certainly like Smile. Did you guys ever see the first one? The second one was okay, but the first one scared the hell out of me. I don't know about you guys, but monster movies and things like that, creatures, I love stuff like this. I would, if I saw this in the wild, I would jump out of the car and go after it. I've chased after black bears before. Like, just, I love animals so much. I love wildlife. So if I saw something like this, I would want to go up and look at it. That's just how I am. He is so cool. And I love this because in my opinion, you know, I don't know. I know the true werewolf trope is that he's on 2 legs. But I much rather this version. Wow. How easy is it to take the head off? Okay. It's all right. Small ball joint, perfect. Good. Should stick in quite easy. No force. Oh, it's like a bear werewolf. Bear wolf. A beautiful, beautiful creature. Oh my God. Yeah. I wish I was a millionaire. I would have a full-size one of these in the foyer. One of the coolest movie monsters of all time. And they did that movie right. Obviously, you're not supposed to see the creature very much. But you see his face really well. And the face looks freaking frightening. It looks incredible. Literally looks like something that was alive in the past, too. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of an animal called bear dog. Yeah, that was a real creature that came over the Bering Land Strait a few million years ago. It looked kind of like this. So cool. Love the fact that the dew claw is so high up. I guess, yeah, this is amazing because David's hands are stretching out. I guess this is his thumb. Oh, wow. It's almost useless. You have this back dew claw right here, too. It's insane. He is so cool. I literally am in love with this figure. He looks so good. Love his eyes. Like piercing eyes. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. These dumbass kids, they never appreciate anything you do for them. The movie was funny. The movie was funny and scary at some points. But, like, really, the only time it was scary, I guess, would be the sounds when David's having his nightmare and you have, like, the Nazi werewolf monsters or whatever those were, demons or something. That was, like, super loud and terrifying. And I will say this. So funny. I was literally just at Universal today. But during Halloween Horror Nights, I think it was in 2011, maybe 2012. Man, I'll have to look it up. But they had a Halloween Horror Nights, and they had American Werewolf in London house. It was insane. It was so horrifying. That was terrifying. My dad, who is not afraid of anything, I watched him jump 10 feet in the air. I swear to God. Like, so they had amazing, not animatronics, but it was like a puppeteered Kessler wolf. Looked just like the wolf, like identical. They did such a phenomenal job. And you see it coming out the side of the wall at one point. At the last part, you see its front body like this, and it's fully moving around, and you have to walk next to it to leave. It was like the most horrible thing. It was like horrifying. That felt real, man. I'll tell you that right now. This creature is so incredible. I cannot believe how heavy he is, how solid this is. And this figure, I bought it a while ago. I don't even remember how much it was, but nothing. I'm sure it was not. I remember it being super cheap, which is crazy because it's so weird with Godzilla. Yeah, I love Godzilla so much. Everything that's Godzilla has a price tag on it. Is that because, you know, they know the fan base? There's a lot of fans for this incredible movie. Maybe that's great that they think it's not. If they would have charged $150, you tell me we wouldn't have bought this? Of course we would have bought this thing. This thing's incredible. The fact that you can get this for like the $30, $40 range is kind of nuts. That's kind of cool. Absolutely in love with this thing. I don't know what you would need, I guess, the stand. Oh, if you want to do like a wild pose of him. Oh. Oh, wow. Love it. Okay. I can use one of my alien Neca stands and we can get him in a more dynamic pose of him leaping at someone. I wish I had a human figure that looked like David. That would be sick. That'd be so cool. I wonder if did Neca ever do that? Did they ever make the people from that movie? I don't know. But this is so awesome. I didn't think I would love this. Of course I knew I'd love this figure, but I didn't think I would love him this much. I didn't think he would be this freaking solid at all. It's incredible. But yeah, I'm so happy with this guy. If you guys have not seen that movie, make sure to watch American Werewolf in London. It is the best werewolf movie ever made. There is nothing else that comes close. I just recently saw, oh, it's so funny, a werewolf movie. Was it called The Wolf Within or something like that? It was with the guy from Game of Thrones. He was like at the Watch or something. He like in Game of Thrones. I'm trying to think of what movie it was. Man, it just came out. Werewolf looked okay at the end, but still I was like, no. You know, I'm a real tough critic when it comes to monsters, and I don't believe all of the great original ideas have been done yet. There's still room out there, but we just need more creative people. I mean, back in the day, I feel like I was born in the wrong time. I love black and white movies. I love old monster movies. I feel like I was born in the wrong time. I would have absolutely loved to have been born in like 65 or something like that. Lived through the 70s and 80s. Had a childhood in the 70s and 80s would have been sick. I would have loved it. But yeah, you guys had all the good movies, so I'm so jealous of you guys. It was kind of nice today as we get to see them in the best quality that we can, which is cool. You guys didn't get to see them like that. I like asking my dad, what was it like seeing Alien for the first time and shit like that. It's so cool to me to see his reaction. But yeah, to his old movies. He said Alien was scary when he saw it in theaters. I thought it was so funny. That must have been terrifying back in the day. This movie was probably horrifying back in the day too. I get that. Things change too. If you guys weren't afraid of Smile, don't make fun. Please tell me if you were. Did you like Smile 1? That scared the hell out of me every time I watch it. I know it's not really a monster. Kinda is at the end, I guess. You know. But if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It'll scare the shit out of you. But yeah. Can't get over how awesome this dude is. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out one of the coolest movie monsters ever made. And still the best werewolf movie ever made. The coolest creatures. I love this guy so much. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. You will not believe how solid this thing is. I cannot believe the weight. It's really weird in a good way. Such a good way. Feels like he's worth way more than $30-40. I'll tell you that right now. And until the next time we meet, my friends.